So today, we're going to tear apart the playbook of a true Silicon Valley legend. We're talking about LinkedIn co-founder Reid Hoffman. He has this pretty counterintuitive strategy for not just surviving the AR revolution, but for actually using it to double your income. Let's break down his method.
Right out of the gate, Hoffman just drops this bombshell. I mean, what does that even mean? Well, think of it this way. A graphic designer used to be judged on how well they mastered Photoshop, right? Now they're going to be judged on their ability to direct a whole team of AI image generators to create an entire campaign. You see, the core skill isn't about execution anymore, it's all about orchestration.
And if you think this whole AI boom is getting a little played out, Hoffman argues we're barely at the 5% mark. And he's not just talking about the tech, he's talking about a mindset shift. You know, this guy created an entire AI Christmas album without a shred of musical training, just to see what was possible. It's this powerful reminder that the biggest thing holding us back isn't the technology, it's our own imagination. Now, what's so wild about this 5% number is what it implies. It means everything we're seeing right now, it's just the opening act. The real wave is still coming, and believe me, it's going to reshape everything. We're talking AI-powered drug discovery in pharma, totally automated legal contract analysis, hyper-personalized marketing campaigns that change on the fly. It's huge. And this brings us right to Hoffman's central metaphor for this new world. See, the old model of the lone violin player, the master of one single instrument, that's fading out. The future belongs to the conductor, the person who can orchestrate an entire symphony of AI tools. And that right there is where the opportunity is. So the big question is, how do you actually go from being that violin player to the conductor? Well, Hoffman doesn't just leave us with a cool metaphor. He gives us a roadmap. He calls it the AI Proficiency Ladder, and it's a 3-step framework for building the exact skills that are going to make you indispensable.
We're going to climb this ladder together, step by step. Each level builds on the last, and it's designed to take you from just being a user to becoming a true AI strategist. Let's start at the bottom.
Okay, so the first rung on the ladder is all about mastering the art of conversation with AI. Hoffman calls this substantive interaction. And really, it's about treating AI less like a search engine and more like a brilliant, infinitely patient collaborator you can bounce ideas off of. And this example just nails the difference. See, the old way is asking AI for the answer. The Hoffman way is asking the AI to become an expert and then help you ask a better question. It's a really subtle but totally profound shift. So ask yourself, are you using AI to get answers, or are you using it to ask way, way better questions? And Hoffman gives us some incredibly practical pro tips for this. First, use your voice. You just think and talk faster than you type. Second, and this is a total game changer, ask the AI to help you write a better prompt. Third, give it a persona. Act as a venture investor or act as a nuclear safety expert. And my personal favorite, make it your devil's advocate. It's just an incredible way to stress test your own ideas. All right, so once you've mastered that art of conversation, it's time to start building your orchestra. This is where you really make that transition from player to conductor, and honestly, it's where the real magic of AI gets unlocked. So what is an AI conductor? Well, they don't do all the work themselves. No. They manage a whole team of specialized AI agents. They assign them roles, direct them, all to achieve a much bigger goal. The conductor's value isn't in what they can do, but in what they can get done through others. So at this medium level, you're building a team of AI agents that are always on, always working for you. Just imagine a marketing manager who has an AI data analyst constantly monitoring campaign performance, an AI copywriter generating new ad ideas, and an AI social media manager scheduling posts. The human's job is just to set the strategy and oversee the whole team. And then you get to the advanced level. This is where you're basically using AI to see the future. You're not just managing your own little team of agents, you're using AI to analyze the entire landscape. You're asking it to find the patterns in your wins and losses, to spot emerging trends, and even to bring you breakthrough ideas from totally different fields. This is where AI becomes a true strategic partner. So, you've climbed the ladder, you're now an AI conductor. How do you turn all that skill into a bigger paycheck and a more secure career? Let's get into the nitty-gritty. This is it. This is the question that cuts through all the hype and noise, right? It's not about learning a new, cool tool. It's about creating real, tangible value. And Hoffman's answer? It's surprisingly simple, but man, is it powerful. His plan is just brilliantly simple. First, become one of the absolute best people at applying AI, but in your specific field. Then, and this is the key part, demonstrate it. Post about your experiments, share your results on platforms like LinkedIn,
And why? Because literally every company on the planet is trying to figure this stuff out, and they are desperately looking for the people who can show them the way. Okay, but what about the entrepreneurs out there? There's this huge fear that massive AI models from big tech are just going to crush small businesses. But Hoffman, he has a totally different take on this.
He argues that AI is actually the ultimate equalizer. Small businesses can move faster, they can adapt quicker, and they can leverage AI to build custom software for a tiny fraction of the old cost. The key, he says, is you have to go all in on AI right now. And your unique advantage? It's the human touch. Building a community, creating trust, doing all the things an AI can't do on its own.
So, whether you're an employee trying to double your income or an entrepreneur trying to build a business that lasts, it all comes down to one single thing. You have to build a new habit, a new reflex for this new era.
And Hoffman is super clear about this. Just playing around with ChatGPT to write a couple of emails, that is not going to cut it. This isn't about dabbling. This is about a fundamental rewiring of how you approach every single thing you do.
And here it is. This is the reflex. Before you start anything, just pause and ask yourself, how could AI help with this? Building the habit of asking that one simple question is what will separate you from everyone else. That reflex, it's not just about using a new tool. It's about unlocking a whole new way of thinking. And that, according to Reid Hoffman, is the key to your entire future.